All right, All-Star Weekend in the books. Let's march on. At this pace, we're both looking... At this pace, because we're the Pacers. At this pace, it's looking like we're both going to make the playoffs. And we'll see what we're dealing with at that stage once we get there. So we will stop simulating. Let's double-check the contract extensions, if we can or not. It is what it is. Well, we know the guy was leaning towards free agency. So March 1st, 1988, the standings at this point. Houston down to third in the league behind Chicago and the LA Clippers. The Pacers, 11th. So in the East, I currently sit 6th. The Rockets, 2nd, 2 games behind the Clippers. So it's looking a little bit more straightforward for you guys. For my team, well, not so much. Do I have an injury? Don't have an injury. We're just kind of struggling a little bit more. Let's go to April 1st. Let's see what we got. We have no other trade offers coming through. Obviously, we're past the deadline. Pacers starting to win a few more games, including over the Rockets. A potential finals preview. So April 1st. The Indiana Pacers have clinched a playoff spot, currently sitting in the 4th seed in the conference. In the West, the Houston Rockets have clinched a playoff spot, still currently behind Michael Jordan and the LA Clippers. So the Rockets currently 3rd in the league, the Pacers 9th. There you go. So we have both made the playoffs again. It is just now a matter of seeding over these last 2.5 weeks. And the Pacers have lost 6 in a row. The Rockets, meanwhile, are on fire. Let's end this season. League MVP Patrick Ewing of the Houston Rockets. For as risky as it was to trade away who you did, chat, I think you made the right call. Patrick Ewing, League MVP. Nearly 30 points a game, 12.5 rebounds, 2 blocks. Patrick Ewing, your 1988 MVP. Rookie of the Year, #1 overall pick from the Cleveland Cavaliers, David Robinson. 37% from 3. He probably shot 5 3-pointers all season. 6th Man of the Year, Dion Baker, I believe for the Bullets. Defensive Player of the Year, Patrick Ewing. What a season. And Jeff Hornacek, after being traded to Utah, wins Most Improved. Fuck. And Coach of the Year, Executive of the Year, who cares? First team All-NBA, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Karl Malone, and Patrick Ewing. Your all-defensive team, Clyde Drexler, Michael Jordan, Xavier McDaniel, Larry Bird, Patrick Ewing. Your all-rookie team, David Robinson, Al Garrett, Mark Jackson, Kevin Johnson, and Dennis Hobson. So in the playoffs, your Rockets, again, are the 2 seed. They'll be playing the Lakers in round 1. And fuck me, I have to play the Pistons again. I can't escape Isaiah Thomas. I can't. Shit. Let's take a look at the regular season stats here. First and foremost for your Rockets. And again, we know why Patrick Ewing won league MVP. Ralph Sampson also averaged a double-double. Goodness gracious. You got Mullen on 20 points as well. Pippen averaged 10 points this year. But obviously, again, it's still a big man's league, and that's where you guys are finding success. For me, Michael Adams leading the way. Dougherty did pretty well. I don't have an elite scorer. You guys have multiple. So as was pointed out in the chat, I have the better depth, but you guys have the better star power, which seems to be the case whenever we do it versus Twitch chat on NBA. Always seems to be the case. Yeah, I didn't imagine I'd end up with Tom Chambers and Brad Dougherty, but here we are. Here we are. And really quickly, too, because I never really think to look. I can't look around the league, I guess. That's fine. So let's take a look then at the Lakers and the Pistons to see what we're both up against. The Pistons, I'm fucked. Isaiah Thomas, Kelly Tripucka, Joseph Sharp, who's a generated player, Byron Scott, Sal Thompson. Ugh. Can I stop Isaiah Thomas is the question. The Los Angeles Lakers look like this with Alex English, Adrian Dantley, and their band of merry men. I mean, Albert King, Jamal Wilkes. But yeah, that is not the same team at all that they started off as. Again, Magic Johnson now in Utah. And James Worthy switched sides. He's playing with the Clippers alongside Michael Jordan. So, tough matchup for both of us, but let's start this off. I'm going to put a prediction up in chat. Who moves on? Will it be the Rockets? Will it be the Pacers? Will it be both? Or will it be neither? And I'll allow you guys to vote on those 4 options over the next 5 minutes. But here we go. Let's start it off. Game number 1 that we'll cover will be game 1 between the Pacers and the Pistons. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Can we get revenge on Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons? Here we go. Here we go. Strong start through the first, up by 2. Pulling away a little bit in the second. Oh, God, it's a close game. Again, we don't jump in unless it's the finals or a series clincher, and the Pistons come back in the second half and take game 1, 103-100. Shit. Solid game offensively for a lot of people. And it was Kelly that did the deal. Ugh. That's rough. Again, round 1 is still a best of 5. Keep that in mind. Houston and LA. Let's see what happens in game 1 for Chat's team. Again, we picked the 2 worst teams by record at the beginning of the era, which were the Rockets and the Pacers. And unfortunately for you guys, the LA Lakers, it's showtime apparently still. 122-103. A huge win for the Lakers, despite 34 points, 18 rebounds, and 7 blocks from Patrick Ewing. Jesus, Sampson had a double-double as well. 20, oh man, 3 guys at least 20 points. Dantley, King, and English. Wow. I don't know how you guys lost that game. I mean, granted, Mullen was shit. 5 of 13, 5 of 15 for Sampson. I guess it does make some sense. Like, you still put up 103 points, but to lose like that's pretty rough. So we both fall in game number 1. Rough times. You know, the one thing we didn't do, we were both affected by this. Let's shorten the bench for both teams. For you guys, shorten it down to 8 is the way to go. You could argue it cost us game 1 in both series at the same time. Wouldn't have made that much of a difference, but there you go. We'll shorten the bench. For you guys, I don't know if I'll do it as drastically based off who I want playing. I'm still good with it being 10 because I like some of these other guys still getting some playing time. Because again, I have that general bit of depth. So here we go. Game 2, Pacers Pistons. I lost to them in round 2 last year. I'd really prefer to not lose to them again here in round 1. Oh boy. And so far, not so good. Pistons with the lead at the half. It's a close game, but I'm not feeling too good. And shout out to the man himself. Soft drink, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. You've come just in time to watch me get absolutely shit on by Isaiah Thomas for the second year in a row. I hate it here. Oh, 121-115. For as much as I talked about the absurdity of what you guys have to deal with in the West with Jordan being on the Clippers, Oh my God. Yeah, 27, double-double from Thomas. Kelly, I hate it. I hate it. Oh, I hate it here. I hate it here. Del Curry, Adams, I mean, yeah. Like, offensively, we're doing well, but we can't play defense, apparently. Double-double from Brad. It just didn't matter. Just didn't matter. Oh. All right. Well, I am down 2-0 in a best of 5. Not ideal. At all. Let's see what you guys can do here in the second game against the Lakers. You really do need a bounce-back win. Again, for anybody who does not know, NBA-wise, I like doing my team versus Chat's team. So we started the Magic versus Bird era. I took over the Pacers. Chat took over the Rockets. You know, you guys as a unit decide who's, you know, you select in the draft and everything. And we go until someone wins. And I think you're about to win. Gameplay-wise, we do not play any games. If you make it further into the playoffs, important elimination games, we will watch the AI. This is not a gameplay-heavy channel, though. There are hundreds of other channels that are super gameplay-based. It's not typically what we do here, at least for NBA. So. Oh, goodness. Let's see what happens. Let's do it. Game 2 for you guys against the Lakers, who don't even have Magic Johnson at this point. So what is your excuse? You should be able to win here. You should be able to win here. It's close. It's close. You're pulling away from it a little bit. Again, not an elimination game, so we won't jump in. But you are going to survive and take game 2 against the Lakers, 129-117. Patrick Ewing is a god. 33 points, 18 rebounds. Great game for Chris Mullen. Really good game for Ralph Sampson as well. Not bad. Again, English, Dantley, and King proving to be difficult for you guys to shut down. But if your stars step up, you can outgun them 1-1 in that best of 5. The scores seem high. I kind of agree. There's not too much I can see what to do in terms of dropping them. In fairness, the scoring always runs high, I find, with NBA simming. But let's see what happens here. Will I get swept by the Pistons? For the record, and shout out to Hot Ice for the follow. In terms of the prediction, 3% said just I would move through in terms of the voting. 18% had both teams moving through. So if I lose this game, some people are about to lose some channel points. So here we go. Game 3. God help me. Let me win just one. Okay. Well, you know, it was nice to be here. It was great. I had fun. I had a fun time. It's always nice making the playoffs. It's a real tough league to play in. You know, the Pistons, defending champions, Isaiah Thomas, one of the best players of all time. It was great to be here. I was just honored to be nominated, you know. We tried. That's all we can say. Oh my fucking God, we did. Okay. Well, let's get my hopes up just to break them, right? You are not going to win this game after getting outscored 26-12. You are not. You are not. You did not just win. 109-86. The Detroit Pistons pissed it away. And the Pacers live to see another day. Oh my God. Otis Thorpe with 17 points. 17 points. Look at that depth. 13 minutes, no points, but 5 rebounds for Dennis Rodman. You'll love to see it. Thomas put up 20 points. Goodness gracious. And the Pacers live to see another day. We outscored them 39-17 in that fourth quarter. Lex, I saw. Honestly, I'm good with where the scoring is, though. Thomas fouled out. That would explain it. I don't know if we can see where or when he fouled out, but my guess is in the fourth. So it's now a 2-1 split for the Pistons. Let's take a look here. A crucial game 3 for you guys. You're tied 1-1 in this best of 5. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Big moment here in this series. Big moment for the Rockets' championship aspirations after an MVP caliber season. Literally an MVP winning season for Patrick Ewing. Super close game. It's not an elimination game, but we might have to jump in and watch how this plays out. It's close. 4-point lead, now down to 2. Yeah, let's watch this. This is way too close to not watch. Way too close. So let's see how this crucial game 3 plays out. I don't know why it makes me switch the camera every time, even though there's an option that says, hey, never have to change the camera, but that's okay. So here we go. Deep 3. Doesn't go. Rebound by King. And the putback right in Ewing's face. Rough way to start off for the Rockets. Minute and a half to go. 4-point Laker lead. McMillan for Ewing. One-on-one. Ewing can't get it to fall. Gets the rebound. Put back. Gets his own rebound again. And finally gets it to fall on the 3rd attempt. Patrick Ewing. Oof. All heart from Patrick Ewing to keep this team in it. 1 minute to go in game 3 of this best of 5. Open shot if he takes it. He doesn't. 2 seconds. Mid-range. Doesn't fall. McMillan leading it up the floor. McMillan. Where's he going to go? Holds off. 40 seconds down low again. One-on-one. Hook from Ewing. It falls. We're tied 121 apiece. Patrick Ewing showing up in the 4th quarter. An absolute monster. Patrick Ewing. Yeah, I knows the game plan. No kidding. Whew. So a huge moment there. The league MVP getting the last 2 to tie this one up. 37 seconds to go in regulation.
This game is close, and he told his players, hey guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is
Herb Dixon-esque. For those who don't get that reference, I had a generated player last year and a modern, obviously, because Eras wasn't in. Had a center named Herb Dixon. He was basically Kareem Abdul-Jabbar reborn. It was beautiful. Mid-range jumper again. That one falls. Clean shot and a timeout called. Oof. 27 seconds. Pressure back on the Rockets. So glad we can skip timeouts now. It wouldn't let us do that before. If we watched, we'd have to sit through the whole damn thing. It's terrible. The Lakers with their new floor at the Forum. Looks terrible. IMO. Turned over on the inbound. Tried to get it to Muggsy, who's forced a foul. Oh, no. And Miller to the line. That is quite rough. Quite rough indeed. Misses the first free throw, though. Did miss the first free throw. Will he miss the second? No, he doesn't. 3-point lead for LA. They've been careless with the ball tonight. That's hurt him. Muggsy Bogues. Down low. Patrick Ewing wide open. Leads back down to 1. 16 seconds to play. And a foul there. Didn't see who it was on. That was a great look from Muggsy. Looks like it's going to be Albert King to the line. Need him to miss. You need him to miss. Game 3, best of 5, a 1-1 series in the opening round. Lakers looking to put the pressure on. King hits the first. Maybe if we all scream. Want to see Oz in chat. Here you go. Make some noise. Make some noise. See if you can get him to miss. I respect it. He missed! Ewing on the rebound! 12 seconds! Here's Muggsy Bogues. Gonna try to get Ewing in isolation. Down low. Ewing double teamed. Shot goes. Ties it with 3 seconds to go. Patrick Ewing. Oh my God. He missed the free throw. And Ewing through the double team gets it to fall. Oh my God. Tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Whew. Hilarious, man. Absolutely hilarious. Jason! 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 God. Beautiful thing. Here we go. 3 seconds for the Lakers to try to win this in regulation, and we're going to overtime. Deep three from Alex English, and we are going to overtime. Henrique, what's going on, buddy? What the hell are you normally awake at this time? What's going on? Terrible look. Yeah. So overtime, thanks to Patrick Ewing. Let me turn up the sound a little. Yeah, so I did mess around with some audio settings. AJ, same run. I did mess around with audio settings, so you'll have to tell me if something is too loud or too quiet. So, yeah, I did mess around with finally updating audio settings. The new update forced me to. Opening tip-off 1. We got 5 minutes of extra basketball. Muggsy Bogues. Henrique, it's good to see you, buddy. This game's awesome, man. I don't even have to play it to have fun. Ewing, wide open for Chris Mullin. He's not going to miss that. Chris Mullin, the mid-range. What a pass by Ewing out of a layup attempt. I mean, Lex, that's literally what we're doing right now. So, yes. There you go, Prez. Ooh, bouncing around. Ball recovered by the Lakers. Put back. Doesn't go. McCormick, another rebound.
Here's Oberding. King, left side.
King again, covered by Mullin. English mid-range jumper goes. What a shot. What a shot.
We've seen this often from English.
Yeah, I don't even have to play this game to have a great time. Just watch it play out. Muggsy Bogues. All 5'3" of them. Pick and roll, maybe. Muggsy. Pull up jumper. It doesn't fall. Rebounded by Eaton. Put back goes. And an and one for the random guy Eaton. What the hell? Rick, I think the only Devils jersey I have right now, I only have one. All right? You're going to have to forgive me for that. I only have one Devils jersey. I had to downsize my collection when we moved. I had like over 100. It was nuts. However, you might like the Devils jersey that I do have. Just a little bit. You might like that one. I don't know. Let me know what you think. That free throw doesn't go. 2-point lead for Houston.
About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period.
Let's see. McCormick nearly turned over. Oh yeah, no, it's a keeper because it's the style obviously from when he was there. Pull up jumper doesn't go. McCormick is destroying the Rockets on the glass right now, which is shocking given who you guys have. Yeah, that's the style that has the extra striping that they went away from, which I'm not a fan of, to be honest. So, let's see. Reed out to Mullin. Mullin. Out to Ewing. Muggsy Bogues elects not to shoot. Got a big man in front of him. Muggsy Bogues can't get the ball. Ewing's there. Put back goes because it's Patrick Ewing. Oh my God. Did we see how many points he had at the start of this? Jesus Christ.
Now, here's English.
Oh my God.
Stolen by Ewing.
AJ, yes, turnover there. Every draft does have real players, but not every player is in. Yes, Kobe is in the game. 96 would be the Kobe draft. But yeah, not every player is in. They don't have the license to everyone. Muggsy's jumper blocked. Yeah, not every guy is in. But they do have a lot. Oh my God, McCormick again gets it to fall. Lakers tied at 131 apiece. This McCormick guy is ripping you guys to shreds. To shreds, I say. Goodness. Yeah, Muggsy being that small is not helpful. 2 minutes to go in overtime. Down to Ewing. Double team coming. Patrick Ewing gets it to fall again. Oh, Henrique, it's unbelievable. This is the best franchise mode out there, hands down. That's not like a football manager or an out of the park baseball, something that's like specifically a sim. Again, more points in the paint. Tied again. But yeah, this is unbelievable. And obviously everyone's like, man, if we had this in this other sports game or for this sport. And oh my God, Patrick Ewing. What a feed from Muggsy Bogues. Crazy. What's the second best sim manager? I mean, the vote has to be between Football Manager and Out of the Park. I'd say Football Manager is still the cream of the crop. Missed jumper, Ewing on the rebound. 1:15 to go. See where Reed can go with it. Way out to Mullen. Trust the EA team to do this.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Eaton.
Out to Eaton. Maybe not who you want to have the ball right now. Fade away. Doesn't fall. Missed opportunity. FHM or East Side. I mean, they're both good, but neither in the class of a football manager. It's not even close. FHM, my God, Patrick Ewing. Pull up jumper from Mullen. He gets it to fall. And the Rockets are up by 4. Patrick Ewing grabs it out of the air. Mullen, what a shot. Oh my God. He's unbelievable. He's unbelievable, man. Oh my God. Like legitimately unbelievable. Raptors, what's going on, by the way? Whew, Ewing is overpowered. But yeah, like franchise hockey manager is a phenomenal game. I think that like even they know, like, yeah, like you look at a football manager and the resources they have, it doesn't compare. But like I said, for this gets compared to NHL, to Madden, to FIFA, to MLB The Show. This blows it out of the water in terms of a franchise mode. So he's taking his talents to the 2K League. I am okay. Did he step out? He stepped out. It's all falling apart for the Lakers. Wow. Big turnover. I am okay at this game against the AI. If I had to play anybody who was good at this game, I'd get destroyed, though. Like, that's not the reason why I don't play. It's not like, if I were to play, it wouldn't be as entertaining. But it wouldn't be, because watching the AI play is hilarious. So, but I have enjoyed. We played NBA franchise on stream for like the past 3 or 4 years, man. I always have a great time. Eras just takes it to a new level. It's crazy. And again, we're gonna mess around with every era. So the game plan is, hopefully, one of us wins a championship soon. And then the game plan after that, is to start in the 91 Jordan era, do the same thing, see who wins the title first, and then go to the Kobe era in 02. So we're going to mess around with all 3 eras here. What that dude does. You got it, Chief.
Timeout called the Lakers. They trail by 5.
It is, yeah, so Dan, it is. Once you get to 91, different graphics. It looks a little bit more crisp. You get to 02, looks a little bit more crisp, different graphics and scoreboard. Like, yeah, no, they gave this mode a lot of love. The attention to detail is awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Yes. So team branding changes. Every year you'll get updates about courts, logos, the jerseys that they wear, and you can reject the changes if you want to. So in the early 80s, if you want to keep the Clippers in San Diego, you can. It's incredible. Oh, soft drink. Dude, the filter's unreal. It's unreal. Now the rebound, put back. Oh, almost got the three-point play out of it. But yeah, now the filter's great. Like, and the cool thing is, like, they leave you the option to turn the filter off if it bothers you that much. Like last night, first couple games we watched, I'm like, man, my eyes, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle this. Now I'm just kind of used to it. It adds that extra level of immersion, that extra level of detail. I mean, what more can you say, man? It's just awesome. It's awesome. Like, to know that that extra love and attention to the details are there. It just takes this game to a different level. Yeah, you could be the Vancouver Grizzlies, yes. Yep, you can 100% start in the Jordan era, take over the Vancouver Grizzlies, and keep them in Vancouver. Oh, dude, soft drink, I know. I saw that in the preview for the My Eras, and when I saw that they had the old school ESPN-style scoreboard, that was when I was going to get this game anyway. That's when I'm like, oh my god, this is a sports game of the year. Like, easily. Just craziness. Absolute craziness. I mean, especially too, right? Because I grew up with the NBA 2Ks and NBA Live for that matter, but you still ask me, like, my favorite NBA 2Ks. I'm still going to go back to, like, I loved NBA 2K5 with Ben Wallace on the cover. That still had that scoreboard at the time. Like, it's just, it's beautiful. Like, essentially what they have done is allowed us to play NBA 2K, 2K1, 2K2, but with all the modern features, which is all anybody who's over the age of 16 has probably ever wanted. Missed three. They're still going to foul, but the Rockets are going to win a crucial game 3. I do remember the pyramids, actually. Wasn't that 2K5? God, I need to buy that game again. I have NBA Live 05. I had no choice but to rebuy a physical copy for that because of the dunk contest and the 3-point. But 2K5, man. 2K5 was something special. I probably have more hours on 2K5 than any other basketball game ever. Although 2K8, 2K9 was up there for me too. Chip Dirk. Yeah, you've seen Michael Jordan in the finals, but have you ever been on the court with Dirk in Egypt? Late three-pointer. That one falls. But with 1 second left, the Rockets are going to win this game in overtime. You fail to realize 18-year-olds were born in 2004. Shh. 142 to 138. An all-time performance from Patrick Ewing. And the Rockets have a 2-1 series lead in this opening round showdown, this classic against the Lakers. Oh, Patrick Ewing. What 2K did you like the least? So I'll be flat out honest, like, my interest in basketball started to fall off. Probably like around 2014-ish. Like around 2014. God, hold on. Let me double check this stuff. So, yeah, what 2K did you like the least? WWE 2K20. That is the correct answer. What a game for Alex English and Adrian Dantley. 50 points, 26 rebounds for Patrick Ewing. 30 as well from Mullen. An all-time performance from Patrick Ewing. 13 points in the first, 8 in the second, 6 in the third, 17 points in the fourth quarter, and 6 in overtime with 3 rebounds and a block. Unbelievable. Patrick Ewing carrying the weight. Patrick Ewing carrying the weight. And we march on. The first round's not up yet. If you guys win that series, you'll be taking on the Dallas Mavericks. Karl Malone and the Dallas Mavericks. But for now, we need to see if I can stave off elimination for one more game against Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons. The Bulls, with Hakeem Olajuwon, by the way, have swept the New York Knicks. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Boys, you at least won a game. I get that Isaiah Thomas is unbelievable, but please, please force that game 5. We're battling back. We're battling back. It's not going to happen. The Detroit Pistons eliminate the Indiana Pacers in 4 games in that opening round, best of 5. Damn it, did I do a fantasy draft? Nope, just left it with the default rosters and let the drafts play out as they did. Free agency was nuts. Magic went to Utah. And they didn't even make the playoffs this year. It's crazy. But yeah, Jordan and the Clippers moving on after sweeping the Spurs. But yeah, let's pull off the eulogy here. Let's pull off the eulogy for my boys. It just wasn't meant to be. Del Curry, my top player in terms of points. You had Brad Dougherty averaging a double-double. But yeah, you notice the one thing, like we have really good depth, but I don't have that outright Patrick Ewing, Isaiah Thomas level superstar. I just don't have it. And that's what had me fall short this season. You're missing Kellogg. I mean, honestly, though, I basically turned Kellogg into Dougherty and Tom Chambers. So, but yeah, maybe getting rid of Clark Kellogg was the mistake, but money-wise, I had to. We were on edge. So the question now, will the Rockets punch their ticket to round 2, or will the Lakers force game 5? Let's find out here in LA. If this is over. Did I know that Brad Dougherty owned the NASCAR team? I saw Sam mention it earlier. I didn't know that outright, though. Close game in the 4th. Trading the lead. We might have to jump in and watch this again. If last game's anything to go off of. Oh, yeah. 3-point game. 2.5 minutes left. Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Let's watch it play out. We got to do it. We got to do it. Move to the middle. Again, I don't understand the camera, but there we go. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Will the Rockets move on? Muggsy Bogues.
Bogues with it.
I love all 5'3" of them. McMillan.
Here's Pippen.
Rebounded by Scottie Pippen. McMillan barely holding it. Bogues to Reed. All the depth on the floor right now, and it's great depth that you guys do have. Chris Mullen, mid-range, automatic. Automatic, Chris Mullen. Whew. Absolutely automatic. See what English can do. Kicks out for Adrian Dantley. He drives, nearly gets the N1. Mullen on the foul. If Muggsy plays in the NBA, so can I. The fact that Muggsy Bogues played in the NBA in the 80s is absurd. It's absolutely absurd. Playing in the NBA at all, but like, you would figure someone 5'3" would be like, oh yeah, back in the 40s. He played in the, granted, the NBA, you know, the evolution of basketball, but just the idea, like 5'3", playing in the NBA in the 80s, playing against Patrick Ewing and company, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. What a legend. My sister, growing up, had a Muggsy Bogues Hornets jersey. It was awesome. I don't know what happened to it. But God bless Muggsy Bogues. I think it'd be fun to start in this era and import the 03. Ooh. I mean, the fact that you could do that in the first place, right? That would be interesting. See, this is the thing that I really like about this, for those who don't know about eras, is they do have their provided draft class, which again won't have everybody. Like the answer of like, oh, is Len Bias in the game? No, he's not. Charles Barkley's not in the game. There are some, Reggie Miller. There are some noticeable people missing that they don't have the rights to. Not including Scottie Pippen. Just put that one in. Oh, the transition. The transition though. I didn't even notice that before. Oh, it's so delightfully 80s. Oh, it's beautiful. So not only do they have the provided drafts, but you can still import a draft class. So if there is a community draft class out there that properly puts Charles Barkley in and stuff like that, you can do that too. And I agree, once those classes are kind of fully fleshed out, they call that a wipe. I know, Crash, but can I say the word wipe with this chat room? I cannot. You know this.
6 to shoot.
Up by 4. 107 to go. Muggsy with the ball. Kicks out. Reed got him on the pump fake. Couldn't get it. Rebounded by Ewing, who gets the putback. Whew. But yeah, the fact that this community draft class is still, people can share custom setups in different scenarios. So like I could save this scenario right now and you could download it. Like literally like, oh, this Rockets situation right here, right now with this team, I could make it a downloadable option for people to play it themselves. Ewing is unstoppable. You guys are going to win. I'm calling it right now. Unless you run into the Clippers in the Western Final, I can't imagine a team that can shut down Patrick Ewing. I just can't imagine it. I genuinely think you guys are going to win the title this year and win this, this initial era's battle. Good rebound there by Sampson. 22 seconds away from moving on to round 2, the Houston Rockets. Might be Ralph Sampson's last season here, so it's a very important was Manute Bol. I forget where he got drafted to, but somebody did pick him up in the first round. All seven of them. Ridiculous. 22 seconds to go. Oh, soft drink easily. Like I will say, the more you play a game, if this is your number one game, then yes, you will always find the issues with it. I can find some issues with MyNBA. But I do agree. Like you said, I feel like a lot of the complaints and a lot of the toxicity that exists within the NBA community is within the online competitive scene, in which there is always, no matter what, going to be people complaining when it comes to a competitive scene and such. But yeah, there is no doubt in my mind that if you had to tell me, pick one game, one sports game, again, I'm not including like out of the park baseball, football manager, because those are in a different category. If you had to pick one sports game that's the best, it's still NBA, hands down. MLB, look, I like MLB franchise. They haven't touched it in a decade. I can still have fun with it. They haven't touched it with, in a decade. Diamond Dynasty's great, but at the same time, there are a lot of complaints about gameplay, and rightfully so. We don't have to get into the perfect swing, easy routine fly ball conversation again. NHL, while it's my home base, feel free to ask chat how much NHL gameplay I do. The answer is very little, because I don't like it at all. There's a reason why I hype up the NHL 2K series and why we play NHL 2K10 on stream a lot. Madden, I enjoy Madden for what it is. And I'm going to word this very carefully because we have a certain somebody in attendance tonight as the Houston Rockets move on to the second round. I can enjoy Madden for what it is. Obviously, compared to older Maddens, it's laughable. But for what it is, I do enjoy it. I do. Madden's franchise mode as well has some features that I would love to see in other games. The player prototype stuff, I think, would fit like a glove for the NHL series. The idea that here's a guy who could be an elite sniper or an elite power forward, and you get to decide what path he goes down. Chef's kiss to that. But is this better than Madden? Obviously. FIFA. I do like FIFA a lot. I would probably put FIFA second to be honest, in terms of like the most complete thing, especially from a franchise / career mode. I hate the new scouting for Madden. I actually liked it a lot. I liked it a lot. It's simplistic. It's not that much more complicated than what was already available, but I actually do like the new scouting in Madden a lot. Patrick Ewing, 27 points, 12 rebounds, a double-double for Sampson as well. Mullen, while 0 for 3 from 3, did very, very well. The Houston Rockets are moving on. PGA is also pretty good. I should factor that into the conversation now. I enjoyed the last one, but I did also find myself essentially liking to go to mini golf courses more than being able to take it overly serious, but that's just because of my interest in golf. So... but there you have it, chat. The prediction for those who guessed the Rockets and the Rockets only, which was 60% of the voting. The Rockets move on. And we will see what you guys can do against Karl Malone and the Dallas Mavericks.